Thank you, Al Roker. How excited are we about this one? We've got Ernie Hudson with us. Of course, he's one of the stars of one of the greatest movies of all time, Ghostbusters, where he played the ghost-zapping Winston Zeddemore. Or you might remember him as Sandra Bullock's FBI superior in the 2001 comedy Miss Congeniality.
Well, these days, Ernie is awfully busy juggling a lot of projects, including a starring role in the TV movie To Hell and Back. Take a look.
Standing here all tough like you don't care. Acting like my pain doesn't matter. Well, it matters, KJ. My son, he mattered.
Ernie Hudson, it is so good to see you.
Thank you. Great seeing you guys, too.
So tell us about this role. I mean, because it's something that you were a little skeptical about doing at first.
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I wasn't that excited about it, but after I read the script, my grandmother raised me. She was very religious, and I knew that I thought about her, and I knew this was something that she'd want to see and something she really would want me to do. And it was very challenging for me as an actor, finding roles that really called everything that I have to offer. This was a great role and a great story, and a great Easter story as well.
How do you describe the character to people who are going to come and watch it?
Well, it's based on the Bible story of Job, the book of Job, and about a man who's a righteous man who does all the right stuff, and then the devil makes a deal with God, which is kind of odd. But all of his success and his family and his health, he loses that, but he still remains faithful. And it's really about rebirth and redemption, about going through all those things when you know it doesn't make sense. But my grandmother would say that you're thinking in terms of time. There are a lot of things we don't understand. God thinks in terms of eternity. And so this is about a man, a good man who's just very successful and a great part to play.
One of the things we understand about you is that you're just a solid actor, 40 years in this business.
Thank you.
And you have impressed us across the board, but you know, this one, his heart's racing because of one film, Ghostbusters. I mean, is it just amazing to have people still come up and say, this is one of the greatest movies of all time?
Well, just as I was walking in the door, someone yelled, "Hey, Ernie, who are you going to call?" You know, so I'm honored. I'm honored and humbled that 30-plus years later, people would still be wearing the jumpsuits and the backpacks and turning their cars into ectomobiles.
Al sleeps in the jumpsuit every night.
Every night. I get slime poured on you every night.
Yet I understand this was a role that, when it came to, you kind of had to fight for. You did an interview with Entertainment Weekly, is that right?
Yes, I've been very blessed. I've had a wonderful career. I've worked for a very long time, and I work a lot. But every role I've had to fight for, and this was no exception. I went through, I don't know, 7 or 8 auditions. You know, any role, there's probably 100 people up for it, and so you got to convince them that you are the guy who should be playing this.
All right, we want to play a little game. Al is obsessed with Ghostbusters,
Yes.
and we've got Winston himself here, so we're going to play a little Ghostbusters trivia. If you'll each take one of those bells and ring in if you think you know the answer. I'll start, and we'll go down the line.
Go ahead.
First question. What did Rick Moranis' character, Louis Tully, turn into?
He turned into a dog.
But what's his name?
The role.
Oh,
Ernie?
He's Keymaster?
That's it. Yes.
Come on, here we go. Number 2, it's his redemption. What was the exact name of the Marshmallow Man?
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Boom.
Oh, good.
Right.
Okay.
Come on, Ernie.
What are the
Okay.
Ghostbusters
wanted him to catch
backpacks
up,
called?
you
What are
know.
the Ghostbusters backpacks called?
Sorry, the backpack?
What are they called? Oh, that's a tie.
Oh, the
so go
proton
Ernie.
pack?
Yes. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, where was the Ghostbusters headquarters? An old police station, old library,
Old fire station.
Al Roker, ladies
Well,
and
he
gentlemen.
knew that. When you said old, he knew it. He knew that.
Who sang the title song? I am pretty
You got me.
Ray Parker Jr.
Okay, bonus round. Ernie's character, Winston, delivers the last lines of Ghostbusters. What are they?
Man, I forgot. What was that line? I love this town.
All right.
Love you, Ernie.
That's good. And
I think we got a little prize for you.
We have a prize
For
for Ernie.
Oh, mine.
Oh,
my goodness.
Sure you don't have any of this stuff.
Wow, yeah. You know,
Ernie, thank you
it's
so
interesting.
much.
I'm not in there, though. What is
Wait a
that
minute,
about?
wait, what's that? We don't have the Ernie.
That's not me, Al.
I don't know. I had nothing to do with it. To Hell and Back premieres Saturday on TV1.
Thank you, Ernie.
Yeah,
We're
good
going to
seeing
work
you.
on that doll thing there. Up next, moviegoers will be heading to the theaters, Fast and Furious.